Dear students, in the last video lecture I discussed up to the calculation of inductance of single phase two-wire transmission system. In this video lecture I am going to discuss flux linkages of one conductor in a group of conductors. Then we will discuss inductance of three-phase unsymmetrically spaced transmission lines, and then we will discuss transposition of power conductors. So in the last class we derived the inductance for single phase two-wire transmission line. The expression of inductance for single phase two-wire transmission line was equal to 4 into 10 to the power minus 7 ln d upon r dash Henry per meter. Now when you convert it into millihenry per kilometer, it will become equal to 4 into 10 to the power minus 1 ln d upon r dash millihenry per kilometer. This 10 to the power minus 3 will vanish due to millihenry, and again 10 to the power minus 3 will be vanished because of kilo per kilometer. So we can write 0.4 ln d upon r dash millihenry per kilometer. Now when you convert ln to log, so when you are converting ln to log, it will be 0.4 into, it will be multiplied by 2.303, it will be multiplied by 2.303 into log d upon r dash millihenry per kilometer. So from here it will be equal to 0.921 log d upon r dash millihenry per kilometer. So if this type of formula is asked in the objective question, so there you will have to take care of whether it is log or it is ln or it is log. So now let us start with first topic, that is flux linkages of one conductor in a group of conductors. So here we will take the n number of conductors running parallel. Let us take the n number of conductors running parallel. This is conductor 1, similarly conductor 2, conductor 3 up to conductor n. Now let us take a point P which is far away from this group of conductors. This is point P. So here the distance between conductor 1 and point P will be D1P. Similarly here it will be D2P. Here it is D3P. Similarly it will be DNP. The group of conductors are running parallelly such that the sum of currents will be 0. That means I1 plus I2 up to IN will be equal to 0. The conductors are carrying current I1, I2 up to IN. So now we have to find the expression for flux linkage of one conductor in a group of conductors. So first let us write the expression for flux linkage of conductor 1 due to its current I1, due to its current I1. So here it will be lambda 1 P1. Lambda 1 P1 will be equal to 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 ln. Distance from the conductor to point P, it will be D1P divided by the radius of conductor 1. So radius is R1. Now here the effect of 0.7788 will also be added. So here it will be because of internal flux. So D1P divided by R1 dash. Similarly, when we write the flux linkage of conductor 1 due to the current carried by conductor 2, so here it will be lambda 1 P2. Lambda 1 P2 will be written as 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 ln. Again the distance from 2 to P will be d 2p divided by, here instead of r2 dash you will write the distance between conductor 1 and 2, because I am writing the flux linkage of conductor 1 due to 2. So here it will be d12. Similarly we will write the expression for lambda 1 P3. It will be 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 ln d3p divided by d13. Similarly, if you write for nth conductor, so lambda 1 Pn will be equal to 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 ln dnp divided by d1n. dnp divided by 1 d1n. So now let us write the total flux lambda 1. So lambda 1 will be the summation of lambda 1 p1 lambda 2 p2 up to lambda 1 pn. So it will be equal to 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 into, and here you see the current will also be multiplied in the expression. So here it will be I1, here the current will be I2, because I am writing for flux linkage, not for inductance. Similarly here it will be I3, similarly here it will be In. So 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 into I1 ln d1p upon r1 dash plus I2 ln d2p upon d12. Similarly it will be In into ln d np divided by d1n. So this will be the expression for lambda 1. So now you can write here, suppose this is ln a by b, ln a by b. So you can write that if it is written ln a by b, so you can write it ln a minus ln b, or you can also write ln a plus ln 1 by b. You can write ln a by b equal to ln a plus ln 1 by b. So I am writing here like ln a plus ln 1 by b. So we can write it as equal to 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 into I1 ln 1 upon r1 dash plus I2 ln 1 upon d12 up to In ln 1 upon d1n plus it will be 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 into, now the numerator terms will be written I1 ln d1p plus I2 ln d2p up to In ln dnp. Clear? So now what will we write? We know that I1 plus I2 up to In is equal to or plus In minus 1 plus In is equal to 0. So from here you can write In will be equal to I1 plus I2, that means the minus of I1 plus I2 up to plus In minus 1 up to In minus 1. So I am writing here, we'll put the value of In equal to minus I1 plus I2 up to In minus 1 here in this term. So when we put the value, we can write, then we'll write lambda 12 will be equal to, lambda 12 will be equal to 2 into the 10 to the power minus 7 into I1 ln 1 by r1 dash plus I2 ln 1 upon d12 up to it will be in ln 1 upon d 1n plus the next term will be this term. So I am writing 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 into I1 ln d1p plus I2 ln d2p up to I n minus 1 ln d n minus 1 p, clear, and minus 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 into, now I am writing putting minus I1 minus I2 up to minus In minus 1 instead of In. So here it will be minus, here it will start from minus 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 I1 ln d np plus I2 ln d np up to plus In minus 1 d np, In minus 1 d np. So now we can write, here we see that we have the terms from I1 to up to In minus 1, and here it is we have the terms from I1 up to In minus 1. So here we see that there are two terms of I1, two terms of I2, similarly two terms of In minus 1. So let us take In terms common. So here it will be lambda 1 2 will be equal to this part, again this part will be written same. So I am writing it like as x. So here it will be x plus this term will become 2 into 10 to the power minus 7. Now here we can write I1. Here you see that now it is becoming ln A minus ln B. So here we can write ln A by B. So it can be written as 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 into I1 ln d1p upon d np. Similarly it will be plus I2 ln d2p upon dnp, and at last you will write plus In minus 1 d n minus 1p divided by dnp. Here the term again it will be ln In minus 1 ln. This term will be there. Now we see that we have the ratios d1p upon dnp, d2p upon dnp. So here what we see that this is the group of conductors. Approximately their distances are approximately equal for all the conductors with respect to p, because p is far away from this group of conductors. p यहां से इस ग्रुप ऑफ कंडक्टर से काफी दूर पर है. हम मान सकते हैं कि जो डिस्टेंस d1p है वही d2p होगा, वही d3p होगा, अप टू dnp वही डिस्टेंस हमारा रहेगा. तो जब हमारा डिस्टेंस चेंज नहीं हो रहा है तो हम लोग क्या लिख सकते हैं, हम लोग d1p अपॉन dnp को 1 के इक्वल लिख सकते हैं. सिमिलरली d2p अपॉन dnp को 1 के रिस्पेक्ट में अप्रोक्सीमेटली इक्वल टू 1 लिख सकते हैं. वी कैन राइट d1p अपॉन dnp अप्रोक्सीमेटली इक्वल टू d2p अपॉन dnp approximately equal to dn minus 1p upon dnp. It will be equal to 1. So when this term is equal to 1, so what will happen? Again you will see that all these terms will become 0 because ln1 will become 0. So if ln1 is equal to 0, so finally we can write lambda 1 will be equal to, from here lambda 1 will be equal to, the first term will be remaining, that is x, that means this term will be remaining. So lambda 1 will be equal to 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 into I1 ln 1 upon r1 dash plus I2 ln 1 upon D12 up to I n ln 1 upon D1n. So this is the final expression of flux linkage of conductor 1 in a group of n conductors. So this is the final expression. Now this expression will be further used in the case of finding the inductance of three-phase transmission lines. So next, let us come to next topic, that is the calculation of inductance of three-phase unsymmetrically spaced transmission lines. Let us start. Calculation of inductance of a three-phase unsymmetrically spaced line, unsymmetrically spaced transmission lines. So let us consider a three-phase system. This is A, B, C. The conductors are carrying current IA, IB, IC. So now let us assume the distance between conductor A and B is C. Assume the distance between conductor B and C is A, and assume the distance between A and C is B. So now you see that the radius of all the conductors are equal to R. Radius is fixed. The conductors are of equal size. Only A is not equal to B, not equal to C. That means the distance between the conductors are not same. So now we have to write the expression for inductance. So before writing the expression for inductance, we'll have to write the expression for flux linkage. So when we write the expression for flux linkage, so we'll have to write first lambda A, that means flux linkage in conductor 1 due to the group of conductors. So it will be equal to 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 into IA ln 1 upon R dash plus IB ln 1 upon C. The distance between A and B is C. So here it will be C plus IC ln 1 upon IC ln 1 upon B. IC ln 1 upon B. Clear? Similarly, we'll have to write lambda B. So lambda B is 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 into IA ln 1 upon, if you are writing for lambda B, so between A and B the distance is C plus IB ln 1 upon R dash plus IC ln 1 upon IC ln 1 upon, here the distance is A, IC ln 1 by A. Similarly, we write for lambda C, it will be equal to 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 into IA ln 1 by B. For C, I am writing for C, so ln 1 by B plus IB ln 1 upon A plus IC ln 1 upon R dash. यानी हम एक एक्सप्रेशन लेमडा ए का लिखे, यहां पर 1 by R dash, यानी जो पहला I1 के करंट के कारण जो एक्सप्रेशन होगा I1 करंट के कारण वो 1 by R dash होगा, दूसरा IB के कारण कर रहे हैं, यहाँ के बीच का डिस्टेंस C है, यानी हमने क्या कर लिया है, A के सामने जो डिस्टेंस आपको दिख रहा है A है, C के सामने डिस्टेंस C है और कंडक्टर B के सामने डिस्टेंस B है. तो ये हमारा पूरा डिस्टेंस हमने ये तीनों I lambda A, lambda B, lambda C का एक्सप्रेशन लिख दिया. Now we have to simplify this expression. So now let us see how to simplify the expression. So for simplifying the expression, we'll have to see one thing. these conductors are in the sequence, phase sequence A, B, C. These conductors are in phase sequence A, B, C. The magnitude of current are same. If you write the magnitude for all the three currents are same. What will the difference? The difference will be angle. It is IA at the angle. It is equal to I at the angle 0 degree. It will be equal to I at the angle. This is lagging by 120 degree. So minus 120 degree we can write, or we can also write I at the angle 240 degree. And here we write I at the angle 120 degree, at the angle plus 120 degree. Here it is minus 120 degree, it is plus 120 degree, again it is plus 120 degree. तो हम लोगों को अगर IA के टर्म में ही तीनों एक्सप्रेशन को लिखा जाए, हम क्या लिख सकते हैं? लेमडा A कैन बी रिटन अगेन 2 into 10 power minus 7. अब हमारा टारगेट क्या है? We have to find इंडक्टेंस. तो इंडक्टेंस क्या होगा? इंडक्टेंस विल बी लेमडा A डिवाइडेड बाय IA. यानी लेमडा A का एक्सप्रेशन ये तीनों टर्म्स IA के टर्म में ही आना चाहिए. तो पहला टर्म ऑलरेडी IA के टर्म में है, ln 1 अपॉन r डैश, प्लस दूसरा टर्म IB है. तो IB को हम क्या लिखेंगे? IB को हम लिख सकते हैं प्लस IA एट द एंगल, यहां पर देखिए IB को क्या लिखेंगे? IA एट द एंगल माइनस 120 डिग्री इंटू ln 1 बाय C, प्लस तीसरा भी क्या होगा? IA ln IA एट द एंगल, यहां पर हो जाएगा प्लस 120 डिग्री ln 1 बाय B. अब हमें इसे इन दोनों एक्सप्रेशंस को सिंप्लीफाई करना होगा. तो हम लोग पहले IA को कॉमन ले लेते हैं, तो हो जाएगा 2 इंटू 10 टू द पावर माइनस 7 इंटू IA इंटू ln 1 अपॉन r डैश, प्लस here you see that here it will become 1 at the angle minus 120 degree. 1 at the angle minus 120 degree. You can write it cos minus 120 degree plus j sin minus 120 degree. So value of cos minus 120 is minus 1 by 2. Sin j sin minus 120 it will be minus j root 3 by 2 into ln 1 by a into ln 1 by a. Similarly here it will be plus, instead of IC, so instead of here it is 1 by C, here it is 1 by C, and here instead of IC we have written IA at the angle 120, that means cos 120. Again the value of cos 120 we write it will be equal to minus 1 by 2, plus sin 120 will be plus, so j root 3 by 2 into ln 1 by B. This is the expression. So now let us write 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 IA into ln 1 by r dash, plus now we can see that minus 1 by 2, if you are taking minus 1 by 2 as common, then minus 1 by 2 is associated with minus 1 by 2 is associated with ln 1 by C and ln 1 by B. So it will become ln 1 upon BC minus 1 by 2 ln 1 upon BC. Similarly here I am taking minus j root 3 by 2 as common, so here it will be ln, it will become B by A. So now we can write it also. Here it is, if it is 1 by 2, so now it will become, when it will come inside the ln, it will become to the power 1 by 2. So we can write it, instead of writing minus 1 by 2 here, we can write it simply ln 1 upon under root BC minus ln 1 upon under root BC, but third term is minus j root 3 by 2 ln B by A. So now this is the expression for lambda A. So when we write for LA, it will be lambda A upon IA. So lambda A upon IA will be equal to 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 into ln 1 upon r dash minus ln 1 upon under root BC minus j root 3 by 2 ln B by A. This is the expression for inductance LA. So now we see that there is an imaginary term. So this imaginary term is mainly due to the mutual inductance, the mutual flux linkage. So because of mutual flux linkage only you have the imaginary term. So now we written the expression for, we got the expression for LA. Now when we write the expression for LB, so again we can write the expression for LB in same way. The LB will be equal to again 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 into ln 1 upon r dash minus ln 1 upon, here it is 1 upon under root BC, so here it will be under root CA minus j root 3 by 2 ln C by A. Next for LC, it will be equal to 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 ln 1 upon r dash minus ln 1 upon under root AB minus j root 3 by 2 ln A by B. So we got the expression for LA, LB and LC. Clear? So what we see that LA, LB and LC are different. LA is not equal to LB, it is not equal to LC. So the inductance of all the phases are coming different because we have assumed that the transmission lines are unsymmetrically spaced. Now we see that now there will be a situation when the transmission lines are transposed. So what's the meaning of transport? So let us see. When the transmission lines are transposed, so when the lines are transposed, I'll just discuss the expression of what is transposition after this expression. So when the lines will be transposed, then L will become LA plus LB plus LC by 3. Now the inductance of all the phases will become same and it will be average of LA, LB and LC. So when you find the average, तो एवरेज में हम लोग क्या लिखेंगे 1/3 इंटू 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 इंटू, अब ये तीनों एक्सप्रेशंस को अगर हम ऐड करें तो देखिए ln 1/r dash का टर्म तीनों में है, ये हो जाएगा 3ln 1/r dash माइनस यहां पर देखिए ln 1/√bc √1/√ca 1/√ab, तो ये तीनों क्या हो जाएगा ln x plus ln y plus ln z, तो ये तीनों मल्टीप्लाई होगा, इट विल बिकम ln x y z, तो 1/√bc √ca √ab मल्टीप्लाई होगा, तो ये हो जाएगा हमारा माइनस ln 1/abc, इट विल बिकम माइनस ln 1/abc। और यहां पर देखिए इन तीनों टर्म्स को अगर हम देखें तो ये क्या हो जाएगा b by a ln b by a इंटू c by a इंटू a by b। यहां पर अगर हम देखें तो ये टर्म्स हमारा होगा माइनस j √3 ln, फर्स्ट टर्म इज हियर फॉर ln when we are calculating for LA, so LA के लिए जो टर्म होगा ये था हमारा b by c, LA के लिए टर्म था b by c, हम क्या देखेंगे c कैंसिल आउट हो गया, b कैंसिल आउट हो गया, a कैंसिल आउट, यानी ln 1 हो जाएगा और ln 1 विल बिकम 0, तो ये इमेजिनरी टर्म हमारा क्या होगा पूरा चला जाएगा और ये हमारा एक्सप्रेशन बनेगा। तो इस एक्सप्रेशन को अब देखिए आगे लिखते हैं, आप क्या करेंगे, इसे लिखेंगे L इक्वल टू 2 इंटू 10 टू द पावर माइनस 7, 3 कैंसिल आउट हो जाएगा, इंटू ln 1 अपॉन r डैश माइनस 1/3 ln 1 अपॉन ABC. So we can write 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 into ln 1 upon r dash minus ये 1/3 ln के अंदर आ जाएगा तो ये ABC to the power 1/3 हो जाएगा, इसे आप लिखेंगे माइनस ln 1 upon अंडर रूट ABC पावर 3 क्लियर। तो फ्रॉम हियर हम लोग अब फिर लिख सकते हैं इसे, ये ln a x by y का फॉर्म अगर लिखें, so L will become equal to 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 under root ABC 3 divided by r dash. So this is the final expression of inductance of a three-phase transposed line. Next, if A, B and C are equal, A equal to B equal to C is equal to D. That means if lines are symmetrically spaced, then what will happen? D, D, D. So D to the power 3 to the power 1/3. So it will become, L will become 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 into ln D by R dash for symmetrically spaced line. For symmetrically spaced line, it will become 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 ln D by R dash. और जो हमने वहां पर कैलकुलेट किया था सिंगल फेज सिस्टम में, ये यहां पर भी परफेक्ट इंडक्टेंस है, और वहां जो हमने सिंगल फेज सिस्टम में कैलकुलेट किया था वो था 4 into 10 to the power minus 7 ln D by R dash. So this is the expression for inductance of a three-phase system. Now third topic is transposition of power conductor. So let us see what is the meaning of transposition of power conductors. So transposition of power conductors is basically the exchanging the positions of all the conductors at regular intervals. The transposition of power conductors means transposition of power conductors. What is the meaning of transposition? It means exchanging the position of power conductors at regular interval in a line. So let us see what is the meaning of exchange of position. Let us see the three conductors are running like this, A, B, C. Now what they are saying? They are saying that we are interchanging the position of conductor. Interchanging means here it will be connected here, here it will be here. That means here it was A, now it will be A, it will be B, it will be C. हम लोग फिर से इंटरचेंज करेंगे पोजीशन को इस तरह से। देखिए कितना सिंपल टेक्निक है इंटरचेंज करने का। यहाँ पर आप इस लाइन को इससे कनेक्ट करिए, इस लाइन को इससे कनेक्ट करें, इस लाइन को इससे कनेक्ट करेंगे। अब देखते हैं सी यहाँ था, दिस विल बिकम सी, दिस विल बिकम ए, दिस विल बिकम बी। हम लोग एक बार फिर से इंटरचेंज कर रहे हैं पोजीशन। तो अब जब इंटरचेंज करेंगे तो देखिए यहाँ पर ये हो जाएगा बी, दिस पार्ट विल बिकम सी, दिस पार्ट विल बिकम ए। हमने क्या देखा यहाँ पर, एक बार इंटरचेंज किया ये मिला, दूसरा तीसरे बार हमने इंटरचेंज किया तो फिर से हमें वही सीक्वेंस मिल गया ए बी सी। सो दिस इज द ट्रांसपोजिशन ऑफ कंडक्टर्स, दिस इज द ट्रांसपोजिशन ऑफ पावर कंडक्टर्स। सो नाउ व्हाट इज द बेनिफिट ऑफ ट्रांसपोजिशन ऑफ पावर कंडक्टर्स? So if the since इफ द पावर कंडक्टर्स वर नॉट ट्रांसपोज्ड, तो जब ट्रांसपोज्ड नहीं था तो हमने देखा था कि तीनों फेजेस का इंडक्टेंसेस अलग अलग था, LA, LB, LC, ये तीनों बराबर नहीं थे। तो जब इन तीनों फेजेस का इंडक्टेंस अलग अलग था तो इन तीनों फेजेस का वोल्टेज ड्रॉप भी क्या होगा, अलग होगा। इफ द लाइन्स आर नॉट ट्रांसपोज्ड, इफ lines are not transposed, lines are not transposed, then voltage drops in different phases will be different because of different value of inductances, because of different values of inductances। इंडक्टेंसेस के डिफरेंस वैल्यू के कारण वोल्टेज ड्रॉप्स सारे कंडक्टर्स में डिफरेंट आएगा। अगर हमारा वोल्टेज ड्रॉप सारे कंडक्टर्स में डिफरेंट आएगा तो उसका कारण क्या होगा? उसका कारण होगा कि अगर वोल्टेज ड्रॉप सारे कंडक्टर्स का डिफरेंट है तो अगर तीनों कंडक्टर्स को अगर हम लें A, B, C, ये तीनों कंडक्टर्स है, तो हम लोगों को इस कंडक्टर के आउटसाइड एरिया में भी मैग्नेटिक फील्ड दिखने को मिलेगा, इस कंडक्टर के आउटसाइड एरिया में भी मैग्नेटिक फील्ड दिखने को मिलेगा। तो यही रीजन मैं यहां पर लिख रहा हूं। देन क्या होगा? देन इट विल कॉज presence of magnetic field, outside the group of conductor, कंडक्टर के ग्रुप के आउटसाइड भी हमको मैग्नेटिक फील्ड दिखने को मिलेगा। तो उस मैग्नेटिक फील्ड के कारण क्या होगा? दैट मैग्नेटिक फील्ड विल कॉज इंटरफेरेंस in nearby communication line, by inducing voltage। हमने देखा कि अगर हमारा लाइन ट्रांसपोज नहीं है तो लाइन ट्रांसपोज नहीं होने के कारण तीनों फेजेस का इंडक्टेंस अलग है, जिसके कारण अलग वोल्टेज ड्रॉप होगा, जिसके कारण हमारा कंडक्टर के आउटसाइड भी जाएंगे, ग्रुप ऑफ कंडक्टर्स के आउटसाइड, तो वहां पर मैग्नेटिक फील्ड होगा। और जहां भी मैग्नेटिक फील्ड होगा और मैग्नेटिक फील्ड टाइम वेरिंग है पोजीशन, तो मैग्नेटिक फील्ड को वेरी करने के कारण क्या होगा? उसके साथ साथ जो कम्युनिकेशन लाइंस जा रहा है वो उस कंडक्टर्स में क्या होगा? कम्युनिकेशन लाइंस के कंडक्टर्स में वहां पर भी वोल्टेज इंड्यूस हो जाएगा, वहां पर भी ईएमएफ इंड्यूस हो जाएगा, जो कि इंटरफेरेंस क्रिएट करेगा, दैट विल क्रिएट इंटरफेरेंस। तो हेंस, तो जब हम ट्रांसमिशन लाइन का वोल्टेज व्हेन लाइन इज ट्रांसपोज्ड, जब ट्रांसपोज होगा तो क्या होगा? ट्रांसपोज होने का मतलब क्या होगा? यहां पर इंड्यूस्ड वोल्टेज क्या होगा? 0। इंड्यूस्ड वोल्टेज इन कम्युनिकेशन लाइन विल बी 0। इंड्यूस्ड वोल्टेज इन कम्युनिकेशन लाइन will be 0, hence interference will be reduced, so we saw that the lines are transposed to reduce interference with the communication lines, and we seen the reason of what is the reason behind this. But again you will see that the modern power transmission lines are generally not transposed. Modern power lines are generally not transposed. इसे ट्रांसपोज नहीं किया जाता है। क्यों? क्योंकि कहा जा रहा है कि जो अनसिमेट्रिकली स्पेसिंग के कारण जो इंडक्टेंसेस का वैल्यू जा रहा है तीनों का अलग अलग, उसमें डिफरेंसेस बहुत कम होते हैं, यानी अप्रोक्सीमेटली LA इज इक्वल टू LB इट इज इक्वल टू LC। तो इसलिए हम लोग थोड़ा बहुत अगर इंटरफेरेंस का इफेक्ट आ रहा है तो उसे हम नेग्लेक्ट कर देंगे और लाइंस को ट्रांसपोज नहीं करेंगे। हालांकि फिर जाकर वहां बीच में स्टेशंस आते हैं, वहां पर ट्रांसपोजिशन किया जाता है। सो मॉडर्न लाइंस आर जनरली नॉट ट्रांसपोज्ड।